friends on social media. Okay, you are welcome. Welcome. You are the first person to be here today. Let's hear from you. How are you doing? How was the first session this morning?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, afternoon. You are the first person to be here. How was the morning session?
It was fantastic.
That's great. That's great. So, any takeaway from the morning section?
Yeah, as usual. Yes, I'm just trying to okay. From the morning session, he
Yes.
talked about how to make money from your writing, like he said, and he was talking about mindset.
Okay.
He was saying most people came there just to learn how to write business plan. But he was also saying not that from what you people are teaching us that we can also make money from it, which
Yes.
leads us to the growth mindset. So, and it talks about the plans and proposals for any industry. So, who is your target market? You need to have a target market because if you're writing a business plan, if you're saying you're writing for just anybody, you might not really get it right. But if you have a target market, then you can know how to go about it. And it talks about the 7 P's of marketing, which is the
Great.
product, the price, people, promotion, process, place, and physical environment. And part of the marketing is still the offline marketing and online marketing. So he said to really make the best out of it, you need to make use of the two so that you can get a better result. And he talks of service delivery. So that's what I learned.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Who else wants to talk again about morning session? What were your takeaways? Um, Amara Frank, let's hear from you.
Okay, basically, I think mine might not really be a contribution because I was actually asking for ways of the website when we're actually when they were displaying it, mine was actually cutting off.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
so I couldn't get that section. So I wouldn't mind if they could reshare it on the WhatsApp platform. Then I think I actually got everything the lecturer said the first time. It was
Okay.
quite yes, sir. Thank you.
Great. Great. We'll share all those things for us on the WhatsApp group. After this evening section, everything we need to share and anyone you ask us to share, we'll look for the one we did not even have. We'll go and look for the information for you and share them. So definitely you will get those ones after this session. Who else? Let's look at Ola that you have. Folabi, let's hear from you. How are you doing? You can unmute yourself.
Good afternoon, sir. Good
Yeah,
afternoon,
good
members of the
afternoon.
class.
Yes, good
Yeah,
afternoon.
for me, it's been an enlightening session, and
Great.
I'm glad to be recommended to join the class by my dad.
Great.
Um, um, well, I don't know if I could just go back to our previous
Yes,
lectures.
yes, you can. Yes.
Okay. Um, I want to talk about the financials. And
Okay.
because for me, my interest was if you have an existing business and you want
Yes.
to grow the business, what should your financials look like? Are you coming from what your previous bank balance or statement is saying? What if
Okay.
previous history has not been a serious one? You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you know how entrepreneurs do, um, you take everything, but a time comes you just feel, Kai, I need to take this thing to the next level. I need to invite more investors to come in and all that and all that. You know,
Yeah.
and because of that, for the fact that you do not have a well laid out or thought out process and frameworks, it makes it difficult to really show or prove that you have actually been prudent or doing well in the business and stuff like that. So I would actually be glad if at some point in the course of the rounding off session, we can touch
Um,
a bit on that and delve into it and deal with it. In
okay.
addition to that, I just want to appreciate you and the other discussants for how far you have led us, especially for the fact that you guys have not been holding back. I think we are grateful for that. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Okay, you are welcome. So, for an existing business to prepare the financials, you need to take an audit of the company. To even apart from the financials, to write the business plan for them, you need to sit them down and start from their history. How did they started? How long have they been existing? In the last 3 years, what were their financials like? In the last 2 years, what were their financials like? This year, what's their financials like? And you now help them to project into the future, like 5 years time, 10 years time, 20 years time. So what you are going to be doing for them, it's not just a business plan per se, but a strategic plan. A strategic plan look into the future. But if they just need to get like some loans, that's the purpose of the business plan. Then you can just do normal business plan for them. But if they are using it for their business, they really want to use it for their business, for the growth of their business, then you need to do all those projections. But if they just need it for loans, then you need to just get what they need for the loan and all that. And if they are needing it for grants, that's one of the things we will discuss in this session. If they need it for grants, there are also ways to go about it. So those are the things that you need to know of. But like I said, all these things, you just need to start doing them. Then at any point in time you face any challenge, you can always refer back to us and say, okay, how am I going to present this at this juncture? How am I going to do this and that? So in your own sample, you can decide to use an existing business for it. You understand now? Instead
Yes, sir.
of new business, you can try to make it as an existing business. And if you do that, you will be able to have that. Before we start this section, Mr.
Thank
Patrick
you.
is saying that I can't hear because he has not activated his audio. So I know one of our team members will get back to you to do that. All right. So okay, Patrick Osai. Okay, so you have the floor. You can talk now. Mr. Patrick. Okay, he's just raising up his hand. He has not been able to to do that. Okay. So Mr. Samuel, we handle that issue. Call Mr. Samuel. So let me just drop. Okay, I think yes, it's back now. Mr. Patrick, can we hear you? How are you doing now?
Yes, I can hear now.
Okay, so you saw the icon that you're supposed to click, right?
Yes, I did actually. I don't know what was wrong initially.
Okay,
But
maybe
now I can hear clearly.
Okay,
Thank
very
you.
good. So all of us were on the same um, platform now. So we start immediately so that we can have enough questions for this section, and we can also tidy up this section. So this section is how to apply for grants, how to access loans, how to connect to investors with your business plan. So if you can see my screen and you can hear me properly, just type on the group chat, say I can see your slide and I can hear you. Let's quickly do that so that we know everybody is on the same page. If you can see my slide and you can hear my voice, just type at the group chat and let us know. Quickly, let's do that. Just type, yes, I can see and hear, I can see and hear, seeing. Very good, very good, very good. Seeing and hearing, very good. So I will take us through this journey. This journey is how to apply for grants, loans, and connect to investors with your business plan. So we are still in the series of business plan writing training, and this is the final section. This section is very important because you have to be thinking like your customer. Your customer will ask you for business plan. You need to ask them questions. What do you want to use the business plan for? Is it just for personal use? Or you are looking at loans? Or you are looking for grants? Or you need to connect to investors to invest in your business? You must ask your client, why do they need this business plan? The why will help you and guide you on the kind of information you will request from them. It will help you and guide you on how you should charge them. It will help you and guide you on the kind of interactions you will have with them. So I will introduce myself again like I did yesterday. I'm a serial entrepreneur, international business planning and development consultant. I'm a speaker, trainer, author, a blogger, and a network marketing professional. So this year, 2020, we have been certified by SMEDAN as a certified business development service provider in conjunction with the EDC. In this 2020, I've had the privilege to attend a special executive master's program in business administration at Metropolitan School of Business and Management in the UK. This same year, I've had the privilege to be a mentor at the prestigious program called Teach for Nigeria. In 2018, I also had the opportunity to be a business trainer and a coaching advisor at GIZ. GIZ is a German corporation in Nigeria. Also in 2018, I started my initiative of Diadicloy Empowerment and Development Initiative, just like an NGO. And in 2018 also, I was selected to participate in the online cohort of YALI. YALI is the small border of Mandela Washington Fellowship. So YALI is done in Accra, Ghana, but I was fortunate and I had the opportunity to be in the online version of it. In 2017, I was also opportune to be as a fellow of the Inspire Africa Train the Trainer Entrepreneurship Program. It was sponsored by US Consulate and in partnership with Dickey Center in US. In 2016, I had the privilege and the opportunity to be selected as the fellow of Tony Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program. And also in 2016 was when I officially started Diadicloy Business Zone that is presenting us this training today. And in 2015, I had the opportunity to be top 50 innovative entrepreneurs by BET5 by Diamond Bank in conjunction with the Enterprise Development Center of the Pan Atlantic University in Lagos Business School. I'm also an alumnus of the Obafemi Awolowo University. So that's a brief I can say about myself. Somebody say louder, maybe it's your network. I believe that everyone should hear me better. This is some pictures that I took when I was at the Lagos Business School, sponsored by Diamond Bank. It's a grant opportunity I received, and I was asked to pay 10% of the training. It was a training grant. The training is roughly ₦1 million, and we were asked to pay roughly 10% of it in 2015. And here is a picture of me at the Tony Elumelu Foundation. This program gathers all the winners from all over Africa, 1,000 of us. And I took this picture there. This is a more recent picture at the Metropolitan Business School. And these are the graduates of the Special MBA Executive Program. So I have this question for you. Who are these people 30 years ago? We have Dangote, who is Dangote 30 years ago, who is Ibukun Awoshika 30 years ago, who is Mike Adenuga 30 years ago, who is Mark Zuckerberg 30 years ago, who is Oyedepo 30 years ago, and Oprah Winfrey. Who are these people 30 years ago? Now, most of these people, they are not in the forefront of their career. They are not in the forefront of their calling. They are not in the forefront of what they do. But today, they have moved to the front. Dangote is the richest in Nigeria and also across Africa. But 30 years ago, it's just one businessman by the side. So the question is, in the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, how will your name be heard? Like what I'm doing today, 7 years ago, people don't know me. I wrote down somewhere of what I want to become. And today is gradually becoming a reality. So that's my first message to you this afternoon, that in the next 30 years, what are we going to name with you? Which field are you going to define? So the first level of preparation, if you want to make money through grants, loans, and connect to investor, is the fact that you must have access to the internet. You must have a smartphone, have an email address. You will be surprised that some people do not have email address. And I tell you, especially young people and also the older people, you need to get a laptop and access to unlimited data. And let me say this to us. Some of the people that register for this program, about 2 of them cannot access this training live now just because they don't have a laptop and their phone has been misbehaving. In this generation of ours, if you want to be relevant, if you want to define a field, if you don't want to be left out, then you must have access to the internet, you must have a good phone connected to the internet, and you must have a laptop. So if anybody wants to dash you anything now, if you don't have a good laptop or you don't have a laptop at all, a laptop should be what you should request for. You want to be a good business plan writer, you need a very good laptop. You need access to the internet. You want to do research, you need access to the internet. So that's the first thing I want you to have. So number 1, come up with an idea. Your idea can be a new or an existing business. It could be for profit. It could be an NGO. Just come up with an idea. So your client, when they call you, you need to ask them, what are you working on? What ideas are you working on? They want you to write business plan for them. You need to ask them this question. What idea are you working on? It could be an NGO, it could be for profit idea, it could be a new business, it could be an existing business, especially when they tell you that they want to access grants or they want to access loan or they are looking for investors. Number 2, you will now advise them that they should give it a name, a logo, or create a brand around it. Now, if they don't have a name, in your business plan, when you are writing it, you need to write the name of the organization. So you need to help them to create a logo for it. So you can tell them to access a graphic designer so that they can distinguish themselves. See this brand I've put here now. You look at the MTN, the Glo, the Etisalat, they have changed to 9 Mobile now. And a lot of them like that, the Airtel, and you see ShopRite, they have logo to represent them. Even see this pure water, it has something to show that it's different from other pure water business in the market. So the next thing you do is to register the business name and the idea with the Corporate Affairs Commission. Now, this is very important. Some of us asked questions about registration the other time, and let me quickly answer some of them now. You need to advise your client to register their business with CAC. And now they will push it back to you because you are the consultant. They push it back to you and say, can you do it? Do you know anybody that can do it? So in our organization, this is one of the core services that we do. We help you with your CAC registration. And even with that, we have a dedicated consultant in charge of this, an independent consultant in charge of this. So what we just do is we collect this job, we give it to this independent consultant, he completes the job for us and give us our own share. And that is the way we are doing affiliate for this service. So you can register as a business name, you can register as a limited liability company or an NGO. Now, if it is your own personal company that you want to package for grants, especially if you are within the age of 18 and 35 years old, and you want to access grants, you can also do this. You need to register your business with CAC. You can connect with us. We'll help you to register it. So number 4, after registering with CAC, they need what is called the TIN number, tax identification number. Of recent, we had the information that CAC is trying to partner with the FIRS so that they can generate the 2 certificates for you at the same time. And I think they are working on that now. And for people that will do CAC registration very soon, it's possible they are getting their TIN number alongside with it. Now, why is this very important? Is it that you will go and pay tax immediately? No. Currently in Nigeria, before you can pay company income tax, your revenue in a year must be up to 25 million. So they have to change that of recent so that if your revenue is not up to 25 million, you don't pay an income tax. But if you don't have this, you will not be able to register your corporate account with any bank in Nigeria. So you need that TIN identification number with your CAC to be able to do that. So you need to advise your client this. And if you are starting out, you are just starting out, you need to also do this. You need to open a corporate account for your business. So Oluwagbemga said TIN is already coming with registration now once approved. So that's also what we are also trying to say. So once you open, so now this section, there are 2 caps I want you to wear in this section. You wear a cap as if you are the consultant, consulting with your clients, with your customers, with your younger ones, you are the one consulting. Then you wear another cap, like, okay, is you want to package yourself now for grants opportunity. You want to package yourself now for opportunity, for loans, for grants, and for investors. So those are the 2 caps I want you to wear. So you can serve as a consultant, advising people. At the same time, you can also be advising yourself so that you can either get grants, loan, or be able to access investor. Any bank you go to, they will charge you some 10,000, some 15,000. They will say they want to do search for you. Some of them will say you pay for some other charges like that. So the next thing is you need to write a full detailed business plan for this idea. Don't worry, you are going to get this slide. Just follow what I'm saying. You will get access to this slide. Write a full detailed business plan. Now, throughout yesterday, this was our core focus. You need to write a full detailed business plan for the idea. From idea to plan, then to action. So I will also take us briefly through some of the things we did yesterday. Executive summary is the first thing they will read. But this executive summary is always written last because it comprises of everything you have discussed in your business plan. Then you look at your business description, that describe your business. You look at your product and services, and this will help to establish what you are selling. We want to give you money. What are you selling? Then you analyze your market. Is the market growing? Is it opening? Is it going down? Is the market declining? And all that. So that's one of the things I want us to see and know very well in this section. Other things are your competitor analysis. You need to list your competitor, know their strength, know their weakness, and know how you are going to capitalize on their weakness. Because you can, if you are just coming into the market, you cannot be doing advert like, imagine you want to do another Coke now. You cannot be competing with Coca-Cola and be all over there, be doing all the different adverts that you are doing. You cannot. See, big Biggie Cola and all the Biggie products, you will see that one of their own strategy is that Coke, Fanta, they have just 3 or 4 types of products. But Biggie came into the market and produced a lot of, they have more than 12 products, drinks, different drinks, and they just crashed the price. Till today, Coca-Cola, they are still trying to figure out how they are going to sustain the market based on the effect that Biggie has caused. So sales and marketing plan. You need to really draft out your sales and marketing plan. And then from the sample we sent to you, you will see how we have positioned this inside it. We have the operational plan. Your operations are what you put together to present your business. So if you are into a service business, your operation is not like you are buying machines. You are buying your own machine now, could be your laptop, and maybe the office you will rent. Then the people that works for you and all your materials, all your research work, they are your own major operational tools and equipment. So as a service business, you must be able to articulate your operational model. And Mr. Richard has taken us through that yesterday. We have management team. Who are the people that will work with you in this business? You need to put their profile. You can order for their CV and put it as an appendix. Then you can now summarize it and create a profile for them. So 4 or 5 people to be in your team is okay. And you need to break down also those people, the job descriptions of people that you need in that business. And we have the financial plan and projections. So those are the things that I took us through yesterday. And we have different models. All those samples after this section, we will send them to us on WhatsApp. So when you have all those things, they are just like preliminary thing you need to do. The next thing you now do is to look for grants opportunities, to look for loan opportunities, to look for investors opportunities. They are all opportunities. Now, a lot of people look, but only few people see. And you can't just be a consultant. If you have been with us for the 2 days now, you have enough information to become a consultant. You have enough knowledge to start something on your own. Because we tell people, the teacher, let's say the first doctor in the whole world, who taught that doctor? You understand now? So the first business consultant in the whole world, who taught that person and say, okay, this is your certificate, you are now business consultant. So that tells you that here, it's not just about the certificate, it's about the solution you can offer, the solution you can provide for people. So after now, see yourself differently. We talked about multiple streams of income. See yourself as somebody that can generate wealth. not just somebody that is earning from already created wealth. If you are earning salary, that salary is already created for you. So on your own, you must learn how to generate wealth, and that's the reason why you are investing in this training. So to look for opportunities, grant opportunity, loan opportunity, investor opportunity, there are some websites you need to connect with. Number one is our own website, diadetroye.com. So occasionally, we look for opportunity that can benefit Nigerians and in extension, Africans. We put those opportunities in diadetroye.com. But we narrow it down in such a way that it's an opportunity that is open for a lot of people. An opportunity that 50 people, 100 people, 1,000 people can benefit. Not just an opportunity that one person will benefit. There are some opportunities today that they will say they want to select one winner. One winner will go home with 1 million naira. When we see that, we know that they can use politics to select that one winner. So we should not waste our time. But if it's something that 50 people, 100 people will benefit, then you definitely find it on our platform. Opportunitydesk.org is another place that you will see different opportunities, and we also will go there to look for opportunities. Also, opportunitiesforafricans.com. This has a broader opportunity spectrum, ranging for scholarship, for academic research, grants, and different form of grants and opportunity. You see it in Opportunity for Africans. Now, some of the opportunity we also recommend is the Tony Elumelu Entrepreneurship Program. Now, the reason why we recommend Tony Elumelu Entrepreneurship Program is the fact that it's the only program that has no upper age restriction. You must be above 18 years, but if you are 40 years, you can apply. If you are 50 years, you can apply. If you are 60 years, you can apply for Tony Elumelu Program. But in some other grants application, you cannot, if you are above 35 years, you cannot apply. And if you are very close to 35 years now, you need to take what I'm saying very seriously, because very soon you will be out of the age range. You will see opportunity now, you will not be able to apply, except you now work with your younger ones to apply and you mentor them. So Tony Elumelu Foundation grant is the one that doesn't have the upper age restriction. And that's the reason why we always, and apart from we also are alumnus of this great foundation, we always promote them. So they have a platform called tafconnect.com. So like I said, we'll send you this slide. So you, except you want to check them out immediately, you can just either screenshot this or snap it or write it down and check them immediately. But after this training, we'll send all these links to you and this slide also. There are other grants that people are connecting with this year, like the prize. The application for the prize should be closed by now. They can give you up to $10,000 free money. Grants are free money. Somebody might want to ask, what's the difference between grants, loan, and investment money? They are different. Grants are free money. Government can give it to you. NGO organization can give it to you. Individuals can give it to you. Your uncle can give you grants. Even your friends can give you grants. They are free money. When they give it to you for the purpose which they want you to use it for, they believe that you should be truthful to them and use it for that purpose. You don't get grants now and you go and marry another wife. You understand now? Some people do that. So you don't do that. And then loan. For loan, you are going to pay back. The percentage interest can be different, but the loan, you are going to pay back this loan. The percentage if the difference can be there. So the first percentage that you can have, like in Nigeria now, we have the CBN through the NISA program, 9%. They are doing it through Agnes's. I will send you the website of Agnes's also for the loan. People are still applying for it. You can get as far as 9%. All right. So when you get as high as 9%, then it helps you. Some people can give you as high as 15% loan, and some people can bring it down as low as 4%. There are some online platform now that you can also get loans and all that. But the basic thing is that you are going to pay back. The second thing you also need about to know about loan is that they will give you loan repayment plan. Every month you have to be paying some particular amount of money every month. So loan has its own place. Now we tell people, if you are just starting, loan is not the best money you should look for. The next one is the investment money. When you collect investors' money, what you are saying is that I'm not the only owner of this business. I want other people to come in. So what you sell to them is called shares. When you sell shares to them at a particular percentage, then you can say, okay, I'm selling 10% of my business for 5 million naira. And they give you the money, you use it, and you share both profits and loss of the business. So going forward, I will still talk more about some of these things that I just shared with us. So tips for winning grants. If you have not won grants before, and you are hearing these tips I'm going to share with you, if you follow it, the next grant you are applying for, they will select you. Number one thing you need to know is that it's not everybody that we win grants. But there are some people, they call them serial grant winner. Every time they are always winning grants. Every now and then, you will see them in the news. He has won this, he has won that. In fact, I know one of my mentors. Every year, he will win something. Every year, he will win something. But let me quickly take us through what we need to know. Number one is that you must have a good knowledge of the problem you are solving and be able to communicate it well. In the Adetloe Business Hub, for example, we are solving the problem of helping people to start their businesses. All the problem that surrounds it, you starting out, we are solving it. And we are communicating it very well when we are applying for grants. Number two, develop a compelling solution that is innovative. Now, how is our own solution innovative? We use online platform to reach out to people that needs our services, and we create and craft tailor-made solutions for them. And a lot of them today have started their business. Today, at least in our record, we have over 2,000 people that we have worked with in the last 6-7 years that have accessed loans, grants, and they are doing well now. Some of them died along the way, but a lot of them are doing well. I could remember when the UWIN program started, we worked with some people. At least we had over 40 winners that won between 5 million to 10 million naira for their businesses. And today, some of those businesses are doing well. There are some of them that will invite us to come and train their staff. There are some of them that they still reach out to us. But there are some that have collapsed. Why? Because they didn't follow a lot of business management principles. So develop a compelling solution. Number three, start the solution to show proofs. Now, most of those grants, they don't want you to come and say it's an idea you are working on. They don't want to be hearing idea. They want to ask. For example, if we want to scale up this business plan training and we need somebody to give us grants, we'll go and show them the videos of what we have done, the participants. We tell them they should bring us money so that we can scale this solution. Maybe we want to put all these things in form of a video and be selling it and be selling the course as online course. And we want them to give us grants. They want something that is already rolling. They don't want you to say, I just want to do the training. I just want to do the training. I just want to start the business. I just have an idea. They don't want to hear that. If you take an idea to a competition, remember it's grants competition. If you take an idea there, you will not succeed. But there are some other applications that they will tell you, you don't need to be in existence. We want to sponsor ideas like the Tony Elumelu grants. The Tony Elumelu grants will sponsor idea, but you must be able to show them that you are already working somewhere before, that you have a lot of experience. For example, when we presented the idea of Tony, this Diadicloe business hub, when we presented the idea, we presented it as a new business that we are just starting. But we showed them our website, that this website has been existing for maybe 2 years, and these are the impact we have created through the website. Now we want to start a business hub and we need your grant. What did you think they did? They gave us the money, $5,000. You understand now? So even when you are presenting as a new idea, you must have some background evidence to show that this industry have been adding value. So the next one is, have a compelling story about yourself, your team, and your board. You must have stories that you must be able to share with them. These stories are things, people like stories. They say story sells. And one of the skills I shared with us yesterday is that we must have storytelling skills. If you need to do more training on storytelling, read more about it. Storytelling is very important. And the story they are asking you is story about yourself. There is one woman, they call her name Peju. If you are online, you will know her very well. She's doing mother's delivery kits. Peju has a very unique story. Now, this unique story is what she has been using over time to earn all the grants she has received. She has received a lot of grants. And what is the story? She said that she lost a friend through childbirth just because of some simple procedure that the doctor needs to do. And she now started doing research on people that lost that died during childbirth. At the end of the day, she was able to create a solution. Even the solution, people that did not have doctor, that is only midwifery that is there, they can use those solutions. And today, she has received a lot of grants, a lot. So you can see that story. And she's a lawyer. She's not even in the health sector. She's a lawyer, and today she's doing well. So the next thing is come up with a list of funders and past awardees in your niche. So if you are into agriculture, for example, you want to look at the agri space. You want to look at the list of funders in this space. Then you want to look at who are those people that have won several awards in agriculture, for example. Then you begin to look at them. For example, if you look at my profile now, you saw that I've done Tony Elumelu and you are in my feed. Then you can ask yourself and say, I can apply also. If you are in my feed and you saw that I've been sponsored to Lagos Business School through Diamond Bank program, that program, they don't do it again now. They now repackage it because Diamond has been merged with Access Bank. They repackage it and target women alone. They call it women program like that. So even that one, I'm not sure the application is still on, but I will look for the link and drop it so that we can position. When you are looking for grants, give yourself 3 years. Don't say, I need grant now and I want it now and I win it now. No, it's loans. You can do like that. If you are looking for grants, you have to position for it. It's a positioning. You need to position for it. So that's one thing we need to be aware of. The next tip I will share with us is that you must understand the eligibility criteria and selection criteria. There are some grants now. When I see it, I know that it's not in my feed. I will not apply because I don't want to waste my time. Any grants or opportunity I apply for now, I'm telling you, they will pick me. You know the reason? I don't apply for what I'm not eligible for. Some people, they are not eligible, they just apply. It could be age. They can disqualify you. Once your age is not within the age where you don't need to apply, because at the end of the day, they will see no. By the time they ask you to submit all your documents and you discover that you don't have all those things they're asking you to bring, like your birth certificate, some of them can ask you to bring some things that you can't just lie. If you lie, they will know. The next one is get past winners and ask them questions about the grants. So get past winners, ask them questions, then learn how to pitch. The Tony Elumelu grant is already changing. There are some things that are changing in the application. Now they have required you to pitch. In preparation for this pitching program, we started putting together a material on pitching. So we hope that before the end of this year, this document will be ready. How to pitch. If you don't know how to pitch, pitching means contribution. Okay, somebody say, please, what does it mean to pitch? So pitching means that you need something called pitch deck. It's a PowerPoint presentation like this that talks about your company, what you are doing now, what you want to do with the grant money, and why they should pick you. So, but it's going to be in form of PowerPoint presentation. So this how to pitch, like I said, is something that we would like to do soon, and maybe we start with a training on it. Though we are working on a material for it. You will see sample of pitch decks. Pitch decks are the PowerPoint that talks about the business. Then the presentation, how do you present? What kind of clothes? It's just that you are going for interview. They want to interview you on your business and they ask you to prepare a PowerPoint slide. That's the literally interpretation of pitch. After your 3-minute talk or 5-minute talk, they will start asking you questions. When did you register your business? How much did you make last year? There are a lot of questions they can ask you. We are putting that together too. The different questions they can ask you during pitching events. Now, you want to ask me, how did I know all these things? I gone for pitching that I did not win. There is an application called GEM. I went for we've passed through the business plan. We've written the business plan and we are done with it. So they invited few people that they love their business plan to come for pitching. So I was at the event, and when we started the pitching, they just interviewed me. We didn't use a PowerPoint presentation. They interviewed, and there's one thing that disqualified my business from the selection. At that time, I was marketing a particular agricultural produce. It is ofada rice, but it's not in the branding around it. It's not my company brand. So when I showed them what I was marketing, they now look at it and say, for this grant, they are looking for people that already have an existing production facility. And they will visit you if you say you have and you don't have. They will visit you. If they visit you and you go and rent staff, you go and rent a facility, they will know. So I told them that I'm selling this, but I'm doing backward integration to have my own processing facility. They now said the criteria for the grant is that you must already have that facility. And that was how we lost like 12 million naira thereabouts. But that process is what I'm sharing with you now. That process is what I'm making money from now. If I'm going to train you through pitching, It's that process that I'm going to bring forward to you. You understand now? So those are the things you learn from pitching. Now, have a solid budget. Always use template given to you. Now, most of these grants, they have their own budget template. Like like Tony Elumelu grant, I share their own budget with us yesterday. It's not budget, but it's their own financial model. So it could be budget, it could be a financial model. Don't say you have one that you collected from Mr. Dio, that's the one you will use. No, use their own budget. But the skill and the skill, you have it already. The next one is be a master of writing and submitting grant application. The more you write and submit, the better you become. Tony Elumelu application, do you know that the first edition, I applied, they did not pick me. But other people that we work with, they picked them. But my own, they did not pick us. But I tried it the second time and we were selected. So when you try some of these things, at the first time, they might not select you. So don't be discouraged. Don't get pissed off. There are some applications that when some people share their success story, like the Mandela Washington Fellowship, some people apply for 5 years before they pick them. 5 good years. Mandela Washington Fellowship, the last edition, I think they picked just 55 across Nigeria. Just 55. So if they are going to pick one per state, that will be 36. If they will pick 2 per state, so that means they didn't even pick 2 per state. But they focus more on your idea, your initiative, what you are doing, how you have been doing it, and all that. So loan opportunities. If you are in Lagos State, there is this Lagos State Employment Fund, Employment Trust Fund. You can apply this, their website. There is another one, Growing Funds. This is their website. It's like a foreign organization that they support Africans with loans and investment. Ashoka is also another grant. They are not loan, but they are grants. But if you are an Ashoka fellow, anybody that is an Ashoka fellow, there is a respect for them in the industry. Why? They are doing things that will transform their industry, not just their business. And you must also know what is called social impact in some of these applications. What is social impact of directly business of now? We are going to work with a lot of entrepreneurs that we also employ a lot of people. You understand now? So in Ashoka, you are going to do something that will transform that industry. The MBOI is there. It's a loan, but you have to first go to their office before you start the application. You go to their office. They are in all the states in Nigeria. Tell them what you want to do. So all these are options for our clients, not just for ourselves. They are for our clients. When they engage you, the way you are talking, they know that you have been exposed to some of these things that we are talking about. Let's begin to prepare our questions as I go through other aspects of this presentation. Always review your write-ups for any grant opportunity with a professional. So in our organization, we do this, and with the skills you have now, you can do it for people. When people want to submit grant application, you can charge them. When I started this enterprise, the first set of people I work with, I did it for free for them. Review their application for free, write their business plan for free. Because at that time, I'm still testing my skill. I don't even know that I can write such things. I'm still testing it. And when I discovered that 5 people are already receiving money, you understand now, I now decided that, okay, I'm not going to do it for free again. I'll be charging for it. And that was the foundation of what is training you today. And that's it. So always review your application. Now, you are now a professional. Even for me now, if I'm applying for grants, I have mentors. When I finish writing, I send it to them. Oga, review this thing for me. I don't rely on my own knowledge and say, you are now professional, then you should do it on your own and submit on your own. No. So if you write applications now, you can always send it back to us for review. If we need to charge for it, we charge for it. The ones we can do for you for free, we will also do for you for free. So you need inside laws of business grant application. Number one, believe that you can win it. That's faith. Be positive, even if you don't win it. That is determination and persistence. Be connected with people with information. And that's what you are doing now. Apply, apply, apply. Don't get so lazy that you can't apply for grants. Some people, it's the last day that they will not be running around to apply for grant opportunity. Don't be like that. Especially for people among us that are between 18 and 35 years of age. Get connected to a mentor. So we're already mentoring you now. Like I personally, I have a mentor. I have grant writing mentor. His name is Mene Blessing. I will still show you one of his books at the end of this training. You can order for the book. We have the book for sale. Most of the things I'm sharing with you, I learned it for him. One of the grants training I have opportunity to attend, that's the Inspire Africa program. That was where I met with him. And since that time, my life has changed. You know, after coming back from that engagement with him, we spent 2 weeks for that training with the Inspire Africa. The next opportunity I applied for was a job opportunity, where it's a consulting work that you do for like a year with the German corporation. I'm just trying to connect the dots for you now. It was this same information and knowledge that I used for that application, and boom, I was selected. I was the only one selected. Just 2 of us were selected in Ogun State for that position. And we did the training, we did the coaching, and today now it's part of my profile. So some of the things I'm sharing with you now, you can use it in other things. It could be job application, it could be scholarship, it could be grants application, it could be loan, it could be investor, anything. And that's the reason why I said in the morning, open your mind very well. Don't be fixated. Don't say, it's NGO that I'm doing, and I must just limit my knowledge to that. No, open up, then you learn more. So if you are an NGO, I'm focusing on NGO now. If you are an NGO, you need to write a proposal for your idea. Proposal is always good for NGO funding application. Now, there are some applications you see, you cannot apply as a business owner, as a for-profit. You cannot apply. It's fully for NGO. They call it NGO funding application. So what are the things you need to do? Like in my own organization now, apart from the Adequate Business Hub that is anchoring this, I have an NGO registered called the Adequate Empowerment and Development Initiative. For like 8 years now, we've been doing summit, business summit, youth empowerment summit in Ondo State for like 8 years. This year will be the 9th year. And this year we're already thinking we're going to do it online. So it's going to be bigger. All of you will be there. It's free. Our NGO activity, a lot of them are free. Why? Because they already have sponsored. So this year's event will be online. All of our online followers, you will be able to connect, and we will do it for like 3 days. People that will come, there will be trainers, even the speakers, they will be speaking from their location. I'm looking forward to that experience, and I'm already looking and studying people that are doing online summits, online events. I'm already reading how to organize virtual events now. You understand? And it's the same principle. So to have a proposal for your NGO grant, This is the things you need to consider. Now, you can also write, you as a consultant now, I'm speaking to you as a consultant now, you can help NGOs to write project proposals. It's the same thing. It's the outline I'm going to show you now. The first thing to do is first go and write something. You understand? When you write and we start correcting, that's how to learn. Not that I want to go and read one textbook again. I want to go and read one material online. Don't read again. Just go and write. The first one is the cover letter. The second one is abstract or executive summary. The third one, like we said, the executive summary should be the last thing you write. The third one, problem statement or need statement. The fourth one, methods to meet the need. So for example, our online summit that will be happening in December now, we usually have a summit in Ondo State every December. But this year, like I said, we are going to do it online. And this year's zone will be very big and massive. So if we want to get a grant for it, we call it project proposal. So that online summit is a project. So the problem we want to address. So we can say we want to target youths and help them to develop digital skills and use the internet for them to help them to learn a lot of things through the internet and things like that. So the problem is unemployment, is obvious. So method to meet the needs, we are going to train them specific skills like digital training, programming, artificial intelligence, all those things, and all those Python and all those things. We can say we'll partner them with organizations that can train them for free. Now, then we do our summit. The mentoring, monitoring, and evaluation plan. How will we know that those people are really learning? So we can create like feedback reports. At the end of each training, they will fill a report. You understand? That's how we can monitor that. Okay, you attended training today. What did they teach you? This is what I learned and all that. Then project and program sustainability. After the first edition, how do we know that you will continue to do it? So you can say something like, okay, we are consultancy firm, and we can always volunteer our service for the project so that the project can be sustainable. Then the other one is institutions, experience, and capacity. So we need to write that, okay, the institution has been doing offline seminars and summits for the past 8 years, but now we want to do a big online mega summit. Then we do the budget. What will the budget cover? If we need a new laptop, if we need software, like Be Live is one of the software they use for projecting in online summit, so that you can have the speaker and the trainer together. So we just do a budget. Data is one of them. We actually need data. And by the time we put everything together and we submit it, you can get support. So this is just what you need for your NGO proposal. Like we said, we are going to give you these slides, so you will see everything there. So your NGO must have a team. Now, in our own business hub, our team is around youth empowerment, economic empowerment, and things like that. Yours can be education. Okay, yours can be education. It could be girl child. A lot of female, they have organization that focus on the girl child. Yours can be climate change. You understand? Ours is economic empowerment. Yours can be drug rehabilitation. Look at this period now that we have COVID-19. You will see a lot of NGOs coming on board to provide palliatives. Sam from Ondo State, I would like to be part of your team for the summit. You can partner with Premier Uptake. Awesome. We would like to do that. We would like to partner with you, especially because now that we want to do it virtually, we need to be sure that a lot of people from Ondo State can also watch it virtually. So they need to get the information and have access to those programs and all that. So health is also there. Environment, your environment. So now there are things that you can focus on as an NGO. So when you focus on it, there is something we call SDGs. These SDGs, your NGO must fit into any of these SDGs. There are 17 of them. Most of the funding opportunities will tell you you must be in one or two of these SDG program. So let's look at the SDG program now. So these are the 17th of them. So number 1 is no poverty. Number 2 is zero hunger. This zero hunger now is where agriculture is. Because if people don't go to farm, then we are going to go hungry. No matter the money you have, you are going to go hungry if people don't go to farm. So one of their focus is that there should be zero hunger. So agriculture, this is where you are. Good health and well-being is another one. Quality education. So if you are in the educational sector and you are doing something special in the educational sector, this is where you belong. Gender equality is another one. This is clean water and sanitation. If you are doing anything around water, this is you. Affordable and clean energy, this is you. Decent work and economic growth. Our organization belongs to this. Decent work and economic growth. So whether you are an NGO or you are an existing business, you must belong to this. Tony Elumelu will ask you to pick 3 out of these 17. Even though Tony Elumelu is not funding NGO, they are funding real business. But they will still come back to this SDG, Sustainable Development Goals, and say pick 3, top 3 that relates to your work. So this is work and economic growth, industry, innovation, infrastructure, reduce inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water, life on land, peace, justice, and partnership for the goals. Now, you must belong to at least 2 or 3 of these in your thematic area. Now, how do you now package yourself? Develop a website or a blog for your idea. It could be the free one or the paid one. You see, one thing about online I like. If you don't have money and you come online, you will see what fits you. You will see what you can use. If you have small money, you will see what you can use. If you have big money, you will see what you can use. Now, you need a website. Whether you are an existing business, a new business, for profit, an NGO, you need a website. That website is where people can easily find you online. Now, your website is good that you pay for it so that you don't go for the free one. The free one, you are not the owner. The owner can shut you down at any time. There was a time that Linda Ikeji was using a free blog. And at the time, they had to shut down his platform, or a platform rather. So you need something that you can own. You don't build your house on a rented land online. Is one of the person I followed well online that used to say that. That's the person of John Obidi. I used to watch a lot of his night school and different program he used to run. He just finished the online summit now that he did, Esther Summit. You know, I learned a lot. Apart from the fact that I'm learning a lot from all the speakers, I also learned a lot from the organization of it. Now I'm planning my own. You understand now? So when you go to places, look for what you can learn. Don't be carried away. Some of you now, if you have the capacity, after this training, you can go and organize your own online business plan writing training. At least you saw the way we are doing it. This thing that we are doing today, I also learned it somewhere. Before we did our first edition, there is one of our uh, friend and partner. His name is Benga Ogumbowale. He organized a training on business grants, how to access grants. And he organized like 7 speakers that will be part of those people that will present in that program. And the program was like 25,000. He reached out to us for marketing. I said, Oga, no be only marketing we want to do. We want to be part of this program. We too, we want to learn. And that was it. We were part of the program. We learned, all right? Because you know the way we see us, he see us as a resource person that's supposed to be part of those people is speaking, is bringing to come and speak. But we have to humble ourselves to go there as participant and learn. But what are we learning? We're not just learning how to apply for grants. We're also learning how he organized the program. See now, is the way he organized the program that we are organizing this one. And this is the second edition. So when you go for events, when you go for programs, open your eyes. Your own might not be business plan. There might be something you know how to teach people that you can use this model we are using now for. It could be that you want to teach people how to set up a website on their own. And you do a flyer and you have like 20, 30, 100 participants and they pay you money. And you use this procedure that we have engaged you. We first put you on WhatsApp. Now we are engaging you here. Now we are going to engage you again in WhatsApp. You just use the model. It's as simple. Your own might not be business plan writing. It might be anything entirely. So I'm giving us the assignment now. Before the end of this year, look for one big thing you will use this model to achieve. You see this COVID-19. The COVID-19 might not, they call it COVID-19, but it's 2020 we are now. They're supposed to call it COVID-19 20. This thing might extend to 2021. So it's better for us to quickly position ourselves online and begin to do what we like to do. All right. And that's that. So when I saw what he did, I just flip it for my business plan training, and that was it. Boom. And even the impact is already speaking. You know, we want to create impact. One of our past participants in the first edition, he got a business plan writing for 50,000, something that he learned with 10,000 naira. The first job already paid him back. I personally, before I attend anything, before I pay my money for anything, I'm already calculating. Even if now 5,000 naira, how am I going to collect my 5,000 naira back? What am I going to do? Can I become affiliate so that I can make my money back? Can I sell something? What can I learn from what I'm attending that I will get that money back? And that has always been my approach to things. And it always works. Every time it always works. I have things to learn and all that. So develop a website. If you don't have money for website, like our organization now, we have a consultant dedicated to website and blog setup. Depending on your requirement, between 50,000 and 100,000, you get quality platform to do. But like I said, you can use .com as the team on that website alone is $200, the team. But we have been doing that for the past 6 years. We've been doing that for the past 6 years. So we have the we want to do pay for that pay for that template on our platform. So we can help you to set up your blog. If you have 50,000, between 50,000 and 100,000, because there are some expenses around it that are not fixed. If we tell you that you have this and you say you have it, then we cannot. There are some of our clients that we do blog for. We'll be the one to help them to provide logo, and it comes with an additional expenses. There are a lot of things we'll provide for them. But if you say you have all those things, then you did not pay money at all. You pay 50,000. But if you don't have those things, then the money can increase. Then you also have mentoring alongside. So this is an assignment for us. A lot of us here are already on our email list. When you go to our website, directly.com, if you're already on the email list, then you don't need to join. But for Opportunity for Africans and Opportunity Desk, find a way to join their email list. You will see a place where you can drop your email and your name to drop their email. That's how you can get updates. You understand now? You know, we say you should be connected to information. That's how you can do that. It is not every opportunity you should apply for, but study the one which fits your business idea and apply for it. And I've said that before. At the end of this information, I will list our organization and their website where you can apply for grants, loans in Nigeria and outside Nigeria that I've been saying. Most applications have their own questions and they want you to answer, and there are technical questions and technicalities on how you should answer them. So there are ways to answer some of those questions, especially grant questions. They can say, okay, can you describe your business in 50 words? What are those things that they want you to say in those places? So most times you get rejection letters, but you have to use that as a learning period. Today, I'm a fellow of Tony Elumelu Foundation grant, but the first application I wrote, my idea was rejected. And the second time I applied, I was selected. You know, that was what I said to us before. With your business plan, you can approach family and friends to be an investor in your business. Or they can borrow you money, or they can even give you a grant. You show them what they will benefit by doing so. So if you are applying, if you are reaching out to your family and friends for loans, like Dangote from Story, we learned that is it grandfather now or uncle? I think his uncle gave him 500,000 to start business. Later, Dangote now said himself that after 6 months, he returned that money. You understand now? Some people will say, he's lucky, but they will not hear the part that he returned the money. So he's doing something that most people don't know. He's a very good businessman. He knows how to turn around money. So if you are approaching your family and friends, you can actually tell them to give you a grant. If you have an uncle, you can prepare your business plan, say, give me a grant. You can tell them, give me a loan. I will pay so percentage back. And this is the time I will pay back. At the same time, you can now say, come and become an investor. Let's own this business together. I will give you so percentage at so amount. So don't go to family and friends as a beggar. Go to somebody that somebody that has opportunity to offer. So don't go there and be saying and be begging. No, go there with somebody that has value, that if your uncle knows that if they give you 1 million naira now, at the end of 1 year, you will return 1.5. You think they will not consider you? And they will do that based on your integrity. So if you don't have integrity before, you know that they will not consider you. So as we begin to round up, you can take your business plan to a commercial bank. We are talking more of loans now. You take your business plan to a commercial bank, but you need to know that they will need collateral. They will need guarantor. And you also know that they need to be aware of the interest rate. Like microfinance bank, for example, they are there. They are always there to give you loan. The point is, do you meet the requirement? I remember during this COVID that CBN is giving out COVID loan. When somebody look at the requirement, the person ran away. He said he's not doing it again. Don't worry, I will send you their top 49 questions they want people to answer before they can get the loan. I will send it to us on the WhatsApp group. I will send the link. We publish it on our website. When they saw the things they will do and bring, they ran away. A lot of people like loan, but they are not qualified. They are not positioned for it. They don't have the capacity. They don't have collateral. They don't have guarantor. You understand now? So uh, we need to be serious about our business and about the options we want to take. The easiest way to raise funds, do you want to hear? It is to raise it from yourself. So yeah, now we'll talk a bit about personal finance and how you can raise money for yourself. I have a mentor. His name is Dr. Habib. He has a hotel in Ibadan. He has hospital in Ibadan and in Lagos. He is the one that is motivating us in some of the things he has achieved. Currently, he's building 2 hotels together. That means the second hotel and the third hotel together without getting a loan. So he saved, when he started his business, hospital business now. He started very, very small. Immediately he finished his NYC, he started his first hospital. And he said for 7 years, that business saved 34 million naira. And he said by the time they need to build, they just bought a building. He said government wanted to sell a building at an hospital that already have beds and some equipment. They put cash down and buy the stuff. So what I'm telling you now is that some of us are already working now. You need to be saving. Some of us, the money we are making now, we need to be saving it. That is the easiest way to raise money. Borrow yourself money. Some of us, we have 10 phones. Some of us have 3 cars. You want to do business, you are looking for loan. Go and sell your car. Sell your phone. Some of you have shares. Sell all these things to raise money. That's the easiest way to start a business, so that you will not be under any pressure. Save your salary to raise your startup capital. And I'm telling you this, and I expect you also to use this information to consult for your clients. Enough of people just saying, I'm looking for loan. I know some people, since 3 years ago, they are still looking for loan. Till today, they have not accessed any loan. And the business idea they want to start, they have not done it. Go and start small. Start with your own money. And once you do that, then it is the easiest way to raise funds to yourself is to start with your own money. Now, advice for startups generally. For young people just about to start business, don't focus on borrowing. Like I said, don't focus on borrowing. Focus on the service side of your idea. So now you want to start a consulting business, and the first thing you are thinking about is office. That means you are not ready. Don't think about office now. Think about a consulting service is already a business. It is already a service business. Go and look for a customer that will pay you. Even if you don't have a laptop, don't do the job. Get the customer, call us, tell us do the job, that we should give you commission. That is what you need to do. Sometimes you might need to learn a skill and trade with it. And one of the things I do personally is that I do other businesses aside business consulting, writing of a business plan. I do other things. One of the things I do is network marketing. My first car, I got it from network marketing company. And I'm already into a two network marketing company that I know in the next 6 months is going to blow. Is as in the kind of effort I'm putting into it in the next 6 months, max 1 year, it will blow up. Now, why am I doing those things? I have a focus that very soon, my organization, that's my NGO, will be giving out grants, no matter how small. Could be, I know that about 3 years ago, we have given out some grants. At that time, we gave out 5,000, 10,000 to students to do something as a student, combining business with academics. So if you fall into that category, you enter into a competition, you just write an application. So we gave them 5,000, 10,000, and a lot of them till today, they have gone ahead to do something bigger. So I have the vision that very soon I'll be giving out 50,000, 100,000, 500,000, 1 million naira as grants for people to start their business. And I know that I have to make that money first. I'm not going to be begging people all around to give me that money. So one of the ways that I've positioned myself to make money is through network marketing. And I know that network marketing is not for everybody, but I'm practicing this principle that I'm showing you here. Learn a skill and trade with it. Use it to raise money to start your own business. Are you getting it now? So the money I make from my network marketing business, I'm using it to achieve my dream. And that's one of the things that you too also can do. Some of you, it's poultry farming you want to do. But this business plan skill that you have learned, you can use it to raise money for your poultry farming. That's what I'm saying. And if you do it very well, you will just discover that you always have money to do any project you want to do. So use your personal money to start the business. Then you reach out to family and friends. This should be your progression in raising funds. This should be the progression. Number one, start with your own money. Number two, reach out to family and friends to support the business. Number three, look for grant opportunity. Number four, look for venture capitalists and angel investors. Who are these people? They are well-to-do people in the society that have the money, and you give them a percentage shares of your business, and they become part of your business, and they give you the money. And once they give you the money, you report to them. But the major difference between venture capitalist and angel investor is that this angel investor, they are much more interested in you as a person to develop than the business. But venture capitalists, now money that they look for, they want money. And then when they give you 1 million naira, you must give them interest back on that money. That's the reason why they are venture capitalists. The angel investor, because the reason they will call them angel is because they want to do things that will help to develop you as a person first. So if they don't like you, angel cannot invest in your business. If an angel doesn't like you as a person, they cannot invest in your business. But a venture capitalist will first look at the business if it's profitable before investing into it. So if the venture capitalist did not like you, they can still invest into your business. As somebody said, the share of my business I give out to an investor will be in terms of what? So when you register with as a limited liability company, the registration and the money you pay to CAC already gives you a particular share capital. Is that share capital that you are now sharing with others. And so let's say you register your company now. Let's say you have a poultry farm and you register the company with CAC as a limited liability company. To register a limited liability company, one person cannot register it, minimum of two, and you have to divide the shares within yourself. So when you now want to bring in outsiders, like the venture capitalists and all that, it is part of the shares in percentage now that you now sell to them. You can say, okay, I'm selling 10% of this poultry farm shares to you, bring 2 million naira or bring 20 million naira. And once they do that, you have the money, but you have lost some level of control of that business. There are some decisions you cannot take on your own again. You have to contact them or consult them. If you don't consult them, you know you are not the owner again. You are not the only owner. Let me put it that way. You are not the only owner again, and that is it. So how do you know what form of business to register? So let's finish this so that we can start the question and answer. So like I said, look for venture capitalists. Now, if you don't see venture capitalists, that's when you should now look for loan when the business is growing bigger. Do you know that today, banks still go to Dangote to give him money, to loan him money? Why? He has everything they need. He has collateral, he has guarantor, he has credit history, he has so many things. But as a fresher, you are just coming, they will not give you if you are just starting. They will not give you loan if you are just starting. You say you want to start poultry farm and it's not in existence. If you go to bank, they will not give you. Go and start with your money first. And that's the reason why your personal money is very important. So document your business or your NGO. So you need to document your business. Number one, keep records, take pictures. Yesterday we were taking pictures. Today we will still take pictures as we round up. We are recording these events now. Keep records. There are records to show that if somebody asks us now, this training that you did, it's allowed, you didn't do it. What can we show as an evidence that this training took place? So you need to have records, and these records could be, you need to take pictures of your work. You need to sign documents. You need to have bank statements. You need to have a video documentation of your NGO work. You need to have online platforms to show your pictures and videos. So you need to have all these things. Now, these things will help you to document your work. We are gradually rounding up. This is my mentor's book. If you are within the age range I mentioned, 18 to 35 years, then place order for this book. And the book is The Winning Streak. My mentor has won a lot of money. In of recent, I think last year, he won the Google Impact Challenge. Google Impact Challenge is about Google Impact Challenge. He won $250,000 US. Convert that money to naira. Somebody should help us to drop that money into the group chat. Convert $250,000 US to naira. Drop it on the chat for us. That was how much this person won last year, or not what he has been winning before. He has put all those secrets in the book, and these secrets are part of the things I'm sharing with us today. Those secrets are part of what I'm sharing with us today. And we have the book in our organization. The book is 3,000 naira. Anywhere you are in Nigeria, we can send it to you through GIG Logistics. If you are in Lagos, we send it to you through Dispatch Rider. If you are in Ibadan, we send it to you through public transport. If you are in any other location, we will send it to you through GIG Logistics, and you pay for your logistics money. The book is 3,000, and if you are in Lagos, maybe you can come over and pick it up. Somebody is helping us to do the calculation. At 450, somebody say 995 million, and that person say 112 million at $450 rate. Dollar is increasing right now. So now at 380 rate. Now what I want to say is that imagine your business, you can get this kind of money for your business. So this person has he has that excellence in raising funds, and all the secrets, they are in this book. They have shared, let me say, I've shared quarter of what is in this book. I've shared it with us this afternoon. All right. So we really want you to guys to order for it. Somebody said, I'm in London. How do I get a copy, please? Okay. What we will do is I will check if the book is already on Amazon. Then we send the link to you. So that's what I will do. The price is 3,000 naira. 3,000 naira. So the price is 3,000 naira. So you can send somebody to our office to pick it up for you if you are in Lagos or anywhere. If you are in Lagos, our dispatch rider will collect 2,000 naira. They will bring it for you. So you just pay 5,000. You get it. If you are in Ibadan, you will get it in Iwo Road. We send it through public transport. The transportation money for that will just be 1,000 naira. I'm in Ghana. For Ghana, for people outside Nigeria, we'll see how you can get the soft copy through the author. We have a way of doing that, but I think it's on Amazon. But don't worry, we'll get it across to you. And if you want physical copy in Ghana, we can always arrange that. That book is very important. Personally, I have about 4 books on grants. 4 books on grants that people have written, Nigerians especially, and they have done well. But this is the one that I recommend the most, because apart from the fact that the person is my mentor, the person also have done so well in this grant writing field. So we can always continue with that, how to do your order in the WhatsApp group. So as I round up, start small, think big, and grow fast. That is always my advice for entrepreneurs. So the world is moving so fast that people that say it cannot be done, they are already interrupted with people that say that are doing it. So I want us to type in the group chat now, say it can be done, it can be done, it can be done. Your business consulting can be done. Your making money through business plan can be done. Just type it can be done in the group chat. It can be done, it can be done, it can be done. Let's type that, let's type that. So if you have questions, raise up your hand, we will unmute you, and you start talking. Let's write, it can be done, it can be done, it can be done. Yes, it can be done. Your business can be done. Making money from your business plan can be done. Doing well in your ventures, it can be done. Becoming your dream, everything you have planned, your goals, it can be done. Everything can be done. It can be done. So raise up your hand if you need to ask questions. Somebody was already asking questions. So if you want to type the question, you can. And Mr. Richard also is around. So any question that he might be need to respond to, he can also respond to that. So question time. Let's raise up our hands to, okay, Oluwakemi is already doing that. Oluwakemi, you are live. You unmute yourself and talk now.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
I have 2 questions. So the first one is, I work with an NGO, and most times we do projects. And you know, as an NGO, we need funds to carry out projects. Although we take some of those funds from members, but we still need to go outside to look for funds. But one of the challenges we're having is that most time when we go to people, like maybe private individuals or companies, most of them they're always like, what's in it for me? I don't know, because I feel this is an NGO just to support the cause for the general public. But most people are always looking for what is in it for them. So my question is it that we are going to the wrong people, or there's something we are not getting right? Because at the end of the day, we will not get most of the support. So we just do it with whatever funds we have. So that's one. Then the second one is that I asked the question that how do you know what form of business to register? Is it enterprise? Is it limited liability? You know, I'm just confused on what type of business do you register. That's it.
Okay, so let's start from the business side. What idea do you want to register? So the idea will determine if it should be limited or NGO and all that.
Okay. Should I answer?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I'm into real estate. I do services, like I help people buy and sell, but I'm also looking forward in the future where we can also develop ourselves, get land and develop properties. So that's one. Then the second one is I'm aspiring to be a consultant, business consultant. So I don't know how to put it all together.
Okay, so for the real estate, now the first thing is the level of money you have will determine how you can play around these things. As a enterprise, to register it is 30,000 naira. As a limited liability company, to register it is 90,000 naira. The amount can fluctuate depending on your share capital. To register NGO is 150,000. Now, so you want to look at your pocket at that level alone, based on your capacity, what can you register now? For example, my organization, it took me like 8 years of doing activity before I registered my NGO with CSA. Because at that time, I can't just afford to go and put 150,000 somewhere and say I'm doing registration. I don't have that money that time. But over time, I set it as a goal and I was able to achieve that. But the first thing I first registered was enterprise, the 30,000. I know I can register that. I can open a bank account with that. I can trade with that. You understand? And then that has really helped me. So, but limited liability comes with its own liabilities and requirements. So if you know you are going to be doing big transactions and you need to see yourself as a serious business owner, then you have to do limited liability. For example, if you are in real estate and you know real estate is not small money and you are going to be doing a lot of big transactions, then you need to do limited liability company. And that gives you opportunity to have investors. If you're an enterprise, you cannot have investors. You have to upgrade. You can have investor by mouth too. You understand? But in the real legal side of it, you have to be a limited liability to have investors. Yes. But enterprise can give you opportunity to have partners. You understand? Enterprise can register 2 or 3 people together and call them partners, but it's not limited liability. Now back to your NGO work.
Yes.
So you know, human beings, we need everybody is looking for what is in need for me. Even you yourself. Did you just register for this program? Didn't you ask what is in need for me? Are you getting it now before we can collect your money? So you have to think that way. So the question is, you already have access to your clients already, your folders. You already have access to them. You are already sending them applications or project proposal. They should come and fund you. The only question they're asking you, you have not answered is, what is in it for them? Now, some people, they don't even have people. All what they have is proposal. They are looking for people. So what you need to do is, you can ask them questions like, sir, what do you think will be the best thing you can get from this kind of project? If they really like you, all right, if you ask them those kind of questions and they really like you, they want to support you, they will give you the answer. And you go and do it, and you understand now. So
Yes, yes.
some of them can tell you that, okay, me too, I'm working on a particular project and I want you guys to partner with me. So when you do it, you don't use your name, you use my name. Are you getting what I'm saying now?
Yes.
So they might say, this project you want to run, oh, they will give you all the money, but go and run it in my own name, not in your own NGO name.
Okay.
You understand? Some of them can.
Yes.
So if you like that idea, you can go ahead and implement. You understand? So
Okay.
yeah, and you can also, if you are not too familiar with them, you can ask people that are around them and say, what can we do to make Oga to support this project?
Okay.
They will give you insight. They can say, okay, oh, don't send a female, send a male.
Okay.
They can flip it again and say, don't send a male, oh, send a female. They can flip
Okay.
it again and say, don't come alone, or come with like 5 people. You
Okay.
understand? They can,
Yes.
there are different ways around these things, but until you just try all these things and all that. But the other thing is that you cannot also rely solely on funders as an NGO.
Okay.
You need to look at what you can be doing that can be bringing inside money for the organization. Now, for example, Enterprise Development Center of the Lagos Business School registered the organization as an NGO.
Okay.
But to learn business, if you want to learn this kind of business plan with them, do you know how much you will pay? Minimum 100,000 for just maybe 5 hours. All right. If you want to do
Yeah.
like 2 days or like the program I did there now, Diamond Bank pay roughly ₦1 million. And these people are still NGO. When they, at the end of the year, they don't declare profit, they declare surplus. They don't say they make that money. The money itself, they will say it's a gift that you're only paying to support what they do. You understand? So there are a lot of things like you can, during this period of COVID now, imagine your NGO, you are producing some things that can help this period, and you are giving it out, and you say anybody that buys it, you are giving to the NGO. You are not actually paying for it.
Okay.
You understand now? People do it like that.
Yes.
Like, so they just say pay for it and all that. So let's get other people to ask their question. I
Thank
hope
you.
you got 1 or 2 values from that.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
Mr. Caleb, you can mute yourself. Mr. Caleb, you have the floor.
Okay, my question goes, yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, okay. My question goes, if I'm registering my company, I
Yeah,
provide a consulting service as an
yeah,
enterprise.
yeah.
Can I later upgrade to a limited liability company?
Yes, you
And
can.
what is the possible limitation I might face while
Okay,
operating as an enterprise? So that is my
okay,
question.
okay, good. So as an enterprise, the limitation you face is that when companies see you, there are some companies that will not trade with you because you are an enterprise. They will say they want to trade with limited liability company. You understand? Because enterprise and the owner, they are the same thing. If enterprise is owning bank, all right, and the owner of the enterprise have car, the bank can take over the car and sell it to offset the loan. But if you are a limited liability company and the company is owing the bank cannot touch your personal property. Are you getting it now? So
Yeah.
you and your business, you are the same thing when you are doing enterprise. But limited liability, you and your business, you are not the same thing. You are different. You understand now? So those are the
Yeah.
major things you need to know about. But always, you will always have the same bank account. You can open the same bank account. You will have TIN number, you pay tax, and all those things. But as your company grows, you can always upgrade. And when you are upgrading, you will just pay the money like you are doing a new one, but you will still maintain the name. They will now help you to upgrade it. So the process
Okay.
is very simple and straightforward once you have your money. All
Okay.
right,
But
let's
it will.
have, okay, go ahead.
Okay, but it will accrue more. You have to pay more than you just start. Let's assume that I want to register now. I just
Yeah.
register straight away as limited liability company. Then what is the cost compared to when I'm upgrading? Like first of all,
It's the same
I
thing.
register as an enterprise,
It,
then I
it's the
want to
same cost.
upgrade.
It's the same
Is the
cost.
cost the same?
Yes,
Oh, okay,
it's the same
okay,
cost. Yeah, it doesn't have any added advantage. It's the same thing. If
okay.
you pay 90,000
Thank you.
for doing a new one, if you are upgrading enterprise to limited, you still pay the same 90,000.
Yeah,
It
mental
doesn't.
liability.
Yes. The reason why
Wow.
the tax for the two is also different. All right. Uh,
Okay.
for limited liability company, the day you register like this, FRSC is already on your table. You cannot escape tax.
Hmm.
You understand? If whether you've started a business or not, you must send a report to FRSC every month. But if
Hmm.
it is limited, I mean, if it is enterprise, if
Hmm.
your business is not doing 25 million per annum, you will not
Hmm.
be entitled to pay company income tax. The only tax you will just pay is your own personal tax.
Okay.
You understand now? Yes. So those are the
Yes.
things you need to know about. So let's have Emmanuel. Emmanuel, you have the floor. Emmanuel, you have the floor. You can ask your question.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I think the section is quite interesting and educative. Really
Thank you.
appreciate you for putting this together, despite the fact that we paid token for it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And I want to ask, since, well, personally, I've been following you for years, and I think I should know that. Then
Okay.
I could be also view something based on what I learned from you, because when you are talking about mentorship, mentorship is not until when I meet you personally. So you can be mentoring me from afar, but you
Yeah.
yourself might not know, or I myself might not be able to. So, and I've learned a lot from you. Even the last TEF apply, I didn't apply for myself. I just pick a friend idea, so I could be able to work on it. Then, after borrowing from some idea from your site, which you might not really know. So I think
Okay.
that application actually scaled through, which the girl could be
Wow.
able to, yeah. She
That's
won
awesome.
out of she actually emerged from TEF, not other partnership organization that came in.
That's great.
So
That's great.
yeah. So and over saying that, then I'm looking at you imparting us now. Then I said, I told you initially that I run an NGO. It's an emergent NGO that I launched it officially last year. I'm still on the development process, working on it. Then looking at the fact that you are also, I think you have an NGO too, which also centered on human capital development.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the couple with the fact that you are also building us. Yes, I wanted to ask, is there any way we can, like, we have a privilege of partnering with you,
Okay.
like kind of a partnership? Then if there is a way for that, then what is the process of doing that?
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the question I have. Can we partner through the foundation, through the NGO? Can my NGO partner with you? Because my NGO is focused on the youth development. Because I discovered that the Nigerian population are really centered on youth, and then the government is so very strong. Let me use the word strong to actually cater for the youth. So, and
Okay, good. So
try
for
as much
the
as possible to build the capacity of these youth to be able to be self-reliant. Yeah.
okay, so for the partnership, yes, we can partner, but the major thing is in any partnership, we want to be sure of what we want to do together. So for example, you can say, can we partner together to deploy a particular training together? And then the training could be a free one, it could be a paid one, depending on, we say if it is paid one, that means they are giving to the NGO. You understand now? There are some people, what they do is when they sell anything, they will say, if you buy this and if you buy this our product, then you are clothing two children in less income community. You understand? So what they are saying to you is that when you buy, they are using that money for that purpose. You understand now? So once you can come up with the details of the partnership, then definitely we'll work together. So we can always discuss more after the program today. Yes, thank you very much for your contribution. Uh, uh, Before I come back to Caleb, let me see what people are writing here. So we have Flashade. She says, sir, you have spoken to opportunities open to the youth between 18 and 40 years. What words of encouragement do you have for an opportunity open to those in the middle age and above that they could venture into or take advantage of? So these things are deliberate. You must deliberately build your networks. So if you are above 35 years of age, you have to be thinking of deliberately building your network. So for example, you can on your own go to Lagos Business School, for example, to take short courses there so that you can have that connection with that place. You understand now? You can decide and take online courses of some prestigious university. You can take online courses in Harvard, you can take all those courses in Princeton and all those places so that you can become an alumni. There are some information that flows to you as an alumni of an organization. For example, for becoming a Tony Elumelu fellow, there are some opportunities that comes to you alone. It will not come to other people. They can say Tony Elumelu is going to Egypt. They are looking for people that will follow him. All expenses paid trip. You will not see that one outside. So number one, apply for Tony Elumelu grant. Within, if you are 50 years, you can apply. Number two, deliberately create your own network. Deliberately reach out. Like today now, you are paid for this program. You are now part of our network. There are some information we will give you. We will not give those people that just will receive emails from us. There are some that if you just come to our website and you read and you go back, there are some information you will still not have or access. That the information that you will have and be able to access are the people that paid. So you that you have paid now, there are some things that the deadline might just be 24 hours. We just send it to you. We don't have time to be sending emails or to be posting it on the blog because it's just 24 hours opportunity. And those are the things you will be able to do by connecting yourself with us. So those are the things then you can also apply as a mentor. Currently now there are some applications you can apply as a mentor. You will see that when I was introducing myself, I say I'm a mentor for Teach Nigeria. If you cannot become the fellow, then become the mentor of the fellow. There are some other opportunities also open to mentors. So when I see mentorship opportunity, because currently I'm also above the age range of looking for grants now. All right, so I'm looking for more of mentorship position now, and I've gotten one already. Another one is from the corner. Another one, there is a program in Tanzania. They want me to be a speaker, but it's online program. So the things are keep on going like that. So once you know that this opportunity has gone, don't carry there and say, I must look for grant. Once you know that there are some things beyond your age range, they are looking for experienced professional like you that can serve as mentors, role models for young people. Then that association, the opportunity that flies around there. So when I see such kind of opportunity, I will draw for us in the group. There are two like that now. There is one for Inspire Africa. They are looking for people with experience in design thinking, people that have business and they can mentor young people. So if you qualify, you apply. So I will drop the link for us in the group. So if you apply, they will interview you. If you qualify, they pick you because it's not automatic also. There are people that apply that they will not pick as a mentor. You see now that all the things I've been mentioning since morning, you will say need it when you want to apply for mentorship position. It's not just for grants alone. Tony Elumelu grants also have mentorship position that you apply for. You understand? In that mentorship circle, the opportunity that flies around. You will meet people, you will connect, you build capacity. So that's what I have for that. Then Amara said, uh, those of us that want to affiliate with you, what's the process and the cost or sharing formula? Okay, very good. So there are two levels. There is the online one that we are preparing. The platform is ogadigit.com. Though in the next 2 weeks, the platform will be fully in operational. We'll drop the link. You can just go through it. They will tell you when you should register. All our already written business plan, we have over close to 100 now that you can sell to other people and have commission from them. So through the Orgagidit platform, you'll be able to generate your own affiliate link where you will be using to sell to people. Now, the sharing formula for the platform, for the business plan, you have 40% for yourself. Then the owner of the platform have like 10%. Then the owners of the the digital downloadable materials, they have 50%. So for example, if you have written a book now and you can host it on that digital platform, you will see affiliates that will sell for you. They have 40%. The owner of the platform have 10%. Why do you, the author, have 50%? The business keeps on rolling. But we will explain all that for us. There will be a platform for that that will send you the link for you to join like a website, I mean like a WhatsApp group where all our affiliates will be. Then we educate you. So on the affiliate platform, it's not only businessmen that they sell there, and we are not the only one that put products there. Outsiders also put products, and then you can go there, look for something that you like to sell, and you make money from that. That is one side. The second side is directly relating with directly business hub as an affiliate. That means you want to write a business plan, and then you have talked to your clients and you want to outsource that job for us. So all those things we have, it's not a straightforward discussion because we first ask you questions like, what is the client using the application for? You understand? We even tell you the kind of amount you should charge the client. So on one-on-one basis, you can always reach out for that. Mr. Richard is in charge of that, so he will always take you through once you have a client. If you don't have a client and you want to engage before all our participants, we are giving you that option. Then if you want to sell our already written business plan and you don't want to pass through Oga Digit, you can also do that also. And we give you commission on that. But like I said, everything we pass through, Mr. Richard is our manager and he will do that for you. Somebody said uh, uh, you can equally use your younger ones of the age to apply for grants. Of course, you can do that. You can support, you can use your wife, your children, your uncles and aunties, and you can charge them for it. You can charge them and say, pay so amount, let me write this grant for you. And if they pick you, you shop your money on your own. And if they want you to become a partner in the business, then get a lawyer to sign an agreement towards that. And if they do that, that will be fine. Okay, Mr. Olada said, can you add me to the WhatsApp group after the class? Like I said, my daddy participated in the previous section and he asked me to participate in this. I'm grateful I did. No problem, we will definitely work on that. Just tell your daddy to send your contact to us so that I know it will be on the group already, but like I said, we would tell him to send your contact, so we'll add you to the group. So let's hear Mr. Caleb. You can unmute yourself and ask a question. Mr. Caleb?
Oh, I'm very sorry. It should be a
Okay.
mistake. I don't have any question.
Okay, great. So let's ask question before we are going to snap pictures now, and we end this section and continue on WhatsApp. So if you want to talk, then I said yesterday that I will give every one of us the opportunity to talk, to tell us what you do, your location. Though I know we have done that on the WhatsApp, that will give us opportunity to talk about your business. If you are looking for partnership, people are here already that can partner with you, and things like that. So before we do that, so let's just do the snapshot now. Then we start the party. All right, let's do the snapshot.
Hello, sir.
Yes, who is talking? Is it Patrick?
Yes, Patrick on the line.
Okay, go ahead.
I am still having the issue with my picture.
Okay.
So how do I participate in this snapshot?
Okay, so the picture, so what I can see that is happening to what happened to you is that the camera is showing the reverse.
Yes.
All right, so it will be a setting that you need to do on it to.
I've tried to reset it and it's not been possible for some time now.
Please tap on the screen.
I've just done that.
Okay, your left corner, you will see your camera there. Your camera sign beside the speaker. Then click on it.
No, I'm not seeing camera sign. I just tap on the screen.
If you tap on the screen, can you see on the left-hand corner, can you see the speaker sign?
No.
Can you see Zoom? Can you see lead meeting or something like that?
Okay, I can see Zoom. I can see, well, I'm using an earphone and I can see the earphone sign.
Okay, maybe your phone doesn't have does your phone have a selfie camera, a front camera?
No, I don't think it has. That's the problem.
And that's the reason. So if it doesn't have, there is no way you'll be able to.
What if I turn it the other way to face myself? Will it show?
You can do that. It will.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. Can you see me now?
Yes, you can see you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, maybe we can
Don't
just use
worry,
that.
sir. Very soon, Patrick, Very soon, when
Yes.
you get your grant or loan, you use it to buy better phone.
Thank you.
By
Well, that
God's
would be a good
grace, it
starting
will
point.
happen.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm laughing, but it's just when my husband have this kind of phone, and I used to make fun about it.
I'm surprised. Mine is actually a new and upgraded phone. I'm using a Nokia 5, but I don't know what the problem is. It may not be
No,
the phone you
don't
sent.
worry, your loan is coming in Jesus' name.
Oh, okay. All right. Amen.
Amen. Okay, so Shade, we are waiting for you. Mr. Bounce, we are waiting for you. Richard, CDK, we are waiting for you. So that we can do this, then we start the discussion. I'm not sure Mr. Pounds is here. Can just go ahead if he's not here. Okay. Okay, great. Okay. We cannot see Mr. Patrick face again. No, it's dark. Go and face the door.
Okay. Can you see me now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay like that.
Yeah,
It's okay
better.
like that. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So we are snapping now. Okay. Okay. Mr. Pounds is here. Okay. So let's snap. So we can smile. Let's smile. We want you to smile. Okay. You also done. Hold on. I'm working on it. Just hold on. Okay, let's now say success.
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 Let's say it again. We need to say it together. Success.
Success.
Done. So I think we are done with that. We are done with that. So the next thing we want to do now is we just want each person to introduce themselves and then tell us what you do, how we can engage you, and then the kind of service you provide and things like that. Maybe we start from Mr. Patrick.
Okay. My name is Patrick Osai.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Patrick Osai. I used to be a banker before now. Presently, I'm a civil servant with the federal government outfit. I work with Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund, NSITF. I have background in agribusiness and logistics. That's what I do. So I'm using this to build up my consultancy in that area.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I do. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's go to Favor. Favor, you have the floor.
Good evening, all.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Favor Idoko.
Okay.
So, I work with ICO Insurance PLC.
Okay.
Yes, and I have fantastic insurance product, which I know if we sign in, it will be of help to us and our family. Something that guarantee our family financial security. You know, this era of COVID-19 and even before now, insurance has been very key. We do general insurance and we equally do life insurance.
Okay.
Then I'm equally into, I have my own business also. So I have businesses. I do cosmetics, combination of, hello?
We can't see your face.
Oh my God, I'm trying to press this thing. Okay, can you see me now?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I'm into cosmetics. I do cosmetics business and also as in combining it with my insurance work. I have 2 businesses. I do cosmetics also with provision. I have like a mini supermarket. I equally have a food stuff shop where I sell frozen foods and all types of food stuff, anything food.
Okay. Okay.
So I just registered with the limited liability company, and then my name, the company name is out, Fapeje Resources Limited.
Right. Right.
So I joined because I want to, access this NASA loan, and I was asked to write business plan. Though I wasn't able to meet up yesterday's program early.
Okay.
But no, at least I'll get some of the information from our group chats.
Yes, awesome.
What I missed, because I missed the whole of the morning section because I was equally training because I'm a unit manager in ICO, was training members of my unit also in office.
Okay. Okay.
So that's favor.
Okay.
So we can buy insurance from me. Your car insurance, life insurance, children education plan, annuity, all types. Multi.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
Have you dropped your information on the WhatsApp group?
Not yet. Information like what? Okay, yes, I should. I saw it this morning. I will.
Also that you can tie the face to the phone number when we go back to the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Right, so you can drop that later so that they will know that, okay, this is the insurance lady that is already selling insurance and all that.
Okay.
All right, Lucy, we have you. Lucy is not ready. Okay. Yes. Unmute yourself. You have the floor.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. My name is Oluchi, and I'm happy to be here. I'm here to give my own review on about this training on the WhatsApp group, which I will do after the whole stuff. I'm based in London, but I'm a lecturer in Nigeria. My background is mass communication, first and second degrees, and I'm in London doing my PhD now. I'm also a farmer. I have farm house in Nigeria, and I have workers that manage that for me, even though I monitor them with CCTV from London here to see that everything is moving on well. And in farm, I have about 35 pens for rental. But some people, I mentor also young farmers who cannot start up piggery farming because I'm into piggery. I have over 100 pigs. Some farmers that don't have capital to build and go into huge piggery farm, I try to rent some of my pens to them. They pay monthly and I help them to grow their farm even from here because we have CCTV planted in the farm. And most of my tenants are based outside Nigeria. So I love being a farmer, irrespective of where I am or who I am. And I really feel excited joining this group because I know that there are a lot of prospects that every one of us will gain from this hub. We just identified ourselves with. And also I applied for the NISA loan, just like Favor said. Unfortunately, I was shortlisted. Yes, I couldn't go for the training, but I had to send representatives who represented my farm and also made the NISA team to know. They said, no problem. Then, even though I didn't go for interview, but they shortlisted my name, and we are being hopeful that they will give us the money so that use it and come into the farm. I know that just like Dayo said, it's good to start small. I know I started small, and by God's grace, I've been able to grow this farm. So now that the loan is coming, it will help me to acquire some machines abroad to help run the farm to the standard I want. And like I said yesterday in the flyer I posted on the WhatsApp group, that we are into rental. We also, we do wholesale both crops, because we planted a lot of vegetables in the land. So we do both wholesale purchases and delivery of these animals across the nations, not just Imo State, because the farm is based in Imo State and we are registered. So I believe that when we get the loan, everything we plan
So
to.
you know what?
Hello?
Yes, we are hearing you.
Okay, I thought someone was. Okay, so in a nutshell, I'm happy to be here, and I have a lot to learn from Dio in particular, and Richard, and maybe some other behind the screen staff of Dio Hub. God bless us all. Thank you.
You very much. We really appreciate that extensive introduction. So others are hearing also. I know you would like to insure your farm. So I know that Favor is there to help you with that.
Yes, so agric insurance.
Yes, yes, because there are some levels you are playing that you have to, like the CCTV you are using now is very good. And if you step it up by insuring the farm, it also make a lot of senses for investors. People want to partner with you and say, okay, can I rent 5 of your pen and you manage it for me? What are the processes you've put in place to ensure that I make money and don't lose and all that? So you are okay. Oladayo Afolabi, you have the floor.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Like I said, my name is Afolabi Oladayo. I am a radiographer, and I am also a civil servant with Nigeria Maritime Administration and Safety Agency. Presently, I'm in Port Harcourt. I have a little interest in agriculture too, because that's what civil servants are allowed to do. But in addition to that, I'm also thinking of setting something in motion in terms of healthcare, probably for diagnosis, probably with an NGO, so as to set certain things running, especially with regards to health screening and good health promotion. So those are some of the things I'm looking at to do in the nearest future. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Okay, that's very awesome.
Brave.
And
that's
great.
Good.
So let's Alidu, let's have you. Okay, so you have to unmute yourself. Let me help you with that. Okay, great.
Thank you very much. My name is Alidu Zakaria from Ghana. I'm a finance manager working with an NGO. I have a business, passion for business right from childhood. And I must confess that years ago, because of my constant research in how to write a business plan, your information usually pops out from my laptop on daily basis. But looking at your picture on it, I most at times underrate who is behind that organization. So as soon as it pops up, I delete it. Until after some time, I started to read more about the information you have in there, and I realized it was very highly indicative, and I continue to follow it. A number of friends have been chasing me for business plans, and almost every time it has been a headache for me, so compelling me to do a lot of research on how to write a business plan. And last 2018, somebody was referred to me, and I think that was the very first time I began a business plan and then complete it. So from then, I had a contract with Empretech Ghana to write a business plan for a client. The contract was about 2,000 USD. I thought I could not meet the requirement, but eventually I was able to deliver and receive the money. So I realized that that could be a very starting point for me as far as that profession is concerned. So this year, February, I registered my company by name Power Excellence Network. The services we render is to provide job training for young graduates who are yet to get into the job market, because we have realized that job is a very scarce commodity after graduation, and not simple because the jobs are not there, but the graduates are not well equipped to be able to meet the requirements. So we feel that whatever field that you have studied, you need a practical skills to be able to get a reputable organization to work with. So my profession is in finance. So what I do, people from finance background, we take them from scratch, how to set up an organizational books, and then we also train them on all the various kinds of accounting softwares. And then those who are interested in business, we also try to provide mentorship and then training. But right now, my key challenge is because I'm fully engaged somewhere as a full-time staff, I don't get much time to concentrate. It is my dream and wish to quit my former job by end of this year so that I can engage myself fully on my enterprise. So this program has been a very laudable thing for me, and it has come at the right time. And I also feel that there is a very good market right here in Ghana, especially in northern sector, for the kind of services Dio Business Hub is doing. I have a conference center which is networked with computers, and I believe we can do similar training through Zoom, where people can subscribe to, come to my center, and then we project everything for them to go through every training that you have for anybody. And I also hope to partner with you in terms of the business plan writing, because that's what I want to do for full time. And I need people like you to be behind me, and then so that together we can all do business. Thank you very much.
Awesome. That's that's a great one, and I believe we'll do stuff together. It can be done. It's already been done, and one thing we do is, since you are in Ghana, like I said, that before the end of this year, all of us must do something via this model of using Zoom to train people, and something massive for it. So we can always organize things together and target the Ghana community. And I know a lot of people we partner with you, and we can always work around that also. Why don't let's have Mr. Oluwagbemga to have the floor. So you can mute yourself.
Yeah, good evening, all.
Good evening,
Good
sir.
evening, sir.
Good evening. I'm Oluwagbemga Moses Ezekiel. I'm a pastor in the Redeemed Christian Church of God here in Ibadan. I started my career with working with United Bank for Africa, and they later moved to other banks like Intercontinental Bank, which is of his blessed memory now, that is now Access Bank. And I later moved to Sky Bank, that is now Polaris Bank. And I left the services of the bank in the year 2016. And immediately after that, I went for farming. And unfortunately, all the capital I took to that sector, went under the drain because of the people that were, dubious that we fell into their hands. And I now sat back looking at what to do with my experience. I joined myself with the auditing firm, and that is Adebayo Lashabi and Co. And I'm still a partner in that business. And I later, started my own consulting services. And that is OMO Ezekiel Consulting. And it is on that platform that I started this issue of this business of business plan writing. And I have worked with some organizations, and I've worked with some individuals too. Like, for example, those that are learning, to apply for these nicer loans. So many of them, I had the opportunity to train with NISA, and that is this issue of NISA agric loan because of my interest in agriculture. I have a poultry farm, although it is very small, So I applied for loan, agricultural loan too. And in the process of attending the training, in order to have this agric loan, I was able to inform them of my ability to write business plan. And since then, some of those people who attended this training have been giving me their own work to do too. Right. And many a times when I want to, write business plan and I'm carrying out some researches, I always see that you are Adetiloye. And, immediately it was because I don't even know how important this particular hub is. Otherwise, I would have joined this hub long ago. I wrote and I usually receive email. I usually receive email, from the hub. And many times I read it, many times I just delete from my email. But of recent, when I now see that this business plan is likely going to be a serious business, so that was when I was now looking at how to improve myself. And I missed the first one because I could have been part of that first, set. But this one, I nearly missed this one too until I received another email, before I now saw a mail that there is certain opportunity again that I can still join. And that was when I chatted with Dayo Adetiloye, and he gave me the opportunity of, registering, even though it was getting a little bit late. Sincerely speaking, the training has been very enriched, and it has been very good. It has equally introduced me to a lot of things. I am into auditing, and like I said, if any of those of us that are in this platform want auditor, I'm available. If I won't be able to come personally, it is a firm. It can equally, send people to handle. And no matter how it may be, I may even be part of the reviewer, after everything is done. So, and like I suggested earlier on, that we should have a kind of a forum whereby we're going to be meeting each other. Like even if we may be on this kind of, Zoom, that we talk to one another, have feelings, about one another, like, Oluchi, somebody who is so lively, we can even be talking to one another, and then we network. And after all, it is part of what we were told that we should be doing. Network, and then we have a benefit of, relating with one another. I am fully into business plan writing as of now. Like, since it does not affect any other thing that we do, I'm into it, and I would equally like to be independent business plan writer for the up. You know, anytime there is that opportunity, I'm available. And if there's any other one, any other person among us who wants us to be of assistance, we are equally available in any other area. And based on my position as a pastor, if there's anything that we still need to talk to God about, I know God answers my prayer, and we can equally talk to God Almighty together at any level that we feel we can still, talk to God on anything that is good, that is getting better. We can even get to the best position by talking to God. Anything that is bad can be reversed to good if we talk to the Almighty God. Thank you very much for the opportunity I have been given. I pray that God will be with every one of us, and we will not regret attending this program in Jesus' name.
Fluctuating. Okay, thank you, Mr. Oluwagbemiga. Thank you for the introduction. Let's go to Folashade now. Let's have you, ma. So you have to mute yourself.
Yes. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, ma.
It's Folashade Bangwokwa. I'm of a finance background. I worked in the cement company, Lafarge, and I just recently retired.
Okay.
I'm now seeking for what next to do. So I've been involved in a number of online trainings just to upskill myself, and then seeking for opportunity to partner with others. I'm thinking of going into consultancy too.
Okay.
And right now I have a project I'm trying to develop, and that's actually what prompted me to come into get more insights into business planning writing. And just as you've advised, it could be a lucrative business for one to start doing as part of a consultancy outfit. So I'm really glad to be part of this. And I still want to have further discussion with Mr. Richard and Mr. Dayo. I'm trusting that you'll be of valuable support for me in this journey. Thank you.
Great. Thank you for that introduction. And we are always available to help you in every way we can in working with your different projects and different businesses you want to set up and all that. Thank you, ma. So let's have Caleb. Caleb, you can unmute yourself and let's have you.
Okay, good day, everyone.
Good day.
My name is Caleb. I read biochemistry, and I wanted to further my education abroad, but I was denied study permit, Canada to be precise. So that should be early this year, around April. So, and I'm thinking of what to do with my life. So that was what led me to, searching around. Okay, let me go to cassava processing stuff. So along the line, all what I was seeing online is that what is special about this? Okay, let me just subscribe to the platform. So maybe within some days, I just received an email scholarship on a online training for business plan. Okay. So, okay. Initially, I was looking for where to write my business plan without stressing myself. Just let me pay off. So, and I got discouraged. Okay, say I should register for 7,000 naira fine. Now I register, and since I've registered, in fact, I've gained a lot, and I'm very happy being part of this platform. And after this platform, I'm planning going to agro business fully, and also I also gain another work experience, which is business plan writing. So, and I think I'm also going into that also. Thank you very much, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Caleb. So you have your lecturer in the agro industry, that's Olishi. So I know you guys can connect and just inspire you small about the agro industry. And because for what he has said, you can always learn a lot. And from our
Yeah.
own experience in the agro industry. So that, thank you very much. Let's hear from
Okay,
Abdulhamid.
I think Olushi will be a good partner.
Yes, partner, mentor, being able to learn so well. I think Olushi wants to
Yeah.
respond to that.
We'll make it.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you, ma.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, ma.
Yes, by God's grace, we are getting there.
Okay, so that's maybe when
Yeah,
we
thank you,
should
ma.
come back from anytime you are around. So you can always have a section with him, or if there are other people around that you can connect him to either do a tour visit to see, because some people they want to do poultry farming, they don't know how the smell
Yeah.
of this thing is smelly, they don't know, and they just be dreaming. They call them laptop farmers. They will do farming on laptop. You understand? They don't know the realities on the farm.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's a good one. So let's have
Mm-hmm.
Lamidi.
Thank you, Mr. Adayo.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I greet everyone present at this wonderful training on business plan. My name is Abdulhamid Adekunle.
Okay.
So, and I'm a CEO, MD of Cubic A Consults.
Okay.
So, as a company, what we do is that we do real estate investment advisory. There are also markets and sell real estate assets.
Okay.
So we help our clients to secure genuine properties at excellent locations in Lagos, Nigeria, and United Arab Emirates. So we also involved in services, geotechnical services, such as soil testing, piling foundation, building integrity tests, borehole water treatment. So basically, those are things we do in our company. So I urge you to patronize us. We will serve you better. And for this training, as I said earlier today, it has really motivated and inspired me. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. My first degree is in soil science. So when you mentioned soil testing, I said, these are my people.
Also, great.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's have Folashade. Have we have Folashade today? Hello, Folashade. Have we have you today?
Yes, I've spoken. I just spoke.
Okay.
I just spoke before
Okay,
Mr. Adekunle.
Yes, very good.
Okay.
What about Emmanuel? Hello, Emmanuel. I'm not sure Emmanuel is here. So I think okay. Let's have Emmanuel. So you have to unmute yourself.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody, or evening, rather.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, my name has already been mentioned, Emmanuel. I have a first degree in economics, and I have passion for computing. Then I run a freelance ICT company called Great Skills Company Limited. Then I develop a website, graphic design, video editing, and digital media. Then I'm also a youth advocate, which have that have really make makes me to run an NGO, a platform called Young Smart Development Initiative, a non-governmental organization that aims at raising and aspiring and advocating for youth growth and empowerment.
Okay.
And also hoping on inculcating the spirit of patriotism and inclusiveness in governance for young people. Because we really believe that the young people are the future. And if the future is it means we are going to have a prosperous nation. And I think all of us are all business people, and people keep on referring to Dayo when they go to internet to run a search on business developers. So Dayo keep on popping, and that's the work of an ICT. So if any of us here are willing to make your business to be available anywhere in the world, so I think I'm in the position to do that. So I can help you to brand your business. I can help you to develop website for your business. And I think that's who I am. Then I was here so that I can be able to, since I'm having a passion to develop young people, so I was here to acquire this knowledge so that I can be able to use this person to impact other young people and see how they can be self-reliant and self-sustaining to give their own quota to the growth of our society. So thank you very much. I think it's
Okay, thank you, Emmanuel, our IT guru. Thank you very much. We know that a lot of people like to work with you here also in your ICT company. So I think the people we have remaining are the staffs and support staffs and our worker at the day business. So they will quickly just introduce themselves now as we close the meeting.
Sorry, sir. Before we go, can I just chip in something I skipped?
Yes, go ahead.
For the information of everybody on the platform, I work with Nigerian Social Insurance Fund, Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund.
Okay.
It's a social security scheme for workers. You may be a staff or you have your own staff working with you. It's vital that you have this information.
Okay.
It's a mandatory scheme in Nigeria for every worker to be insured. The percentage is very small, just 1%, for work-related accidents, injuries, and even death. When any of this, nobody prays for it, but it happens. When any of this happens and you are registered, the government can pay you up to 95% of your annual salary if it's dead, to your next of kin till the last of your child is 18 years or 21.
Okay.
It's vital we have this information because most people run into a problem in their places of work and don't know what to do.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you. Yeah.
Okay, so you can help us drop more information on that on the WhatsApp group.
I will do that.
People can know how they can either register or read more about it and how they can partner with your organization on that. Okay,
Thank you.
so let's have other people to our workforce. Mr. Pams, let's have you. Mr. Pans is the person that is helping us with our IT connected to Zoom, people that connect to Zoom and all that.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Yeah, it's been great to see everybody once again, and we're happy to have you on the platform of the Lawyer Business. Well, my name is Samuel Ashegun, popularly called Mr. Pans. I'm the one that runs the technical aspect of the business when it comes to all this technicality. So sometimes you may not see much of me in the forefront, but we are the one running the engine room in our own little way. So and I'm very sure that a lot of us have learned one or two things on how to be an entrepreneur and also be able to generate income. During this time of this pandemic now, quite a number of us couldn't go out much, and that restrained us from making a lot of money. But if we leverage on technology by the use of Zoom and other opportunity, posting our businesses on internet, so from there we can get a lot of income. So that's very important. Like myself, let me quickly just tell you a few things I do. Apart from working in the organization, the hub, I run a little side businesses that give me the opportunity. I'm a car consultant. We deal about either purchase, repair, or if you want to upgrade your car, if you need a consultation on how to start and run a profitable transportation businesses, we do all those for people. And I equally do event planning. You want to run a birthday, you need a professional videographer, cameraman, cinematography. You want a good, perfect graphics for your movie, and etc. So anything you need about businesses that we can just do just to partner with you, everything is available. And we equally do 3D flooring. You want to install a 3D to your house, either to your floor or to your wall. So all those are available. So these are the little things I think individual can bring into ourselves and to run our businesses. So I will employ everybody who has taken this opportunity to partake in this 2 powerful 2 days training. Let's just try and leverage on it. Let's maximize the opportunity. Let's work on it and act on it. Because I remember what Mr. Dayo said, that another ways you can make money is by being a networking person. So it's also one of the things I do too. I equally run 3 networking businesses too. So which are giving me some little residual income. They say little drops of water make a mighty ocean. At least little here, little there is going to become a great one. So please, let's take this opportunity with all heart. And I pray that God is going to establish us strongly in all our fields. In Jesus' name. Have a great evening. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Mr. Pounds. Mr. Pounds is also in charge of our NGO activity. So when it comes to the NGO work, is the project manager in charge of, and the programs manager in charge of all the projects. So everybody reports to him, including me. We report to him. So that one is also an addition. So we have TT, you can introduce yourself. Then our manager will do that. Then we round up today.
Good evening, everyone.
Yes, good evening.
My name is Lola Ishola.
Okay.
Okay, like I work with a Italy business as an intern. And I handle the financial part of the Italy business. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Let's have our manager, the person of Mr. Richard.
Hello, good evening, everyone. So, like you already know, my name is Richard, and I'm the manager at Dayo Display Business Hub. I specialize in business development, and like we discussed, you already know, although I will choose to specialize in engineering projects because my background is in engineering, but I develop business across all sectors. So if you have maybe any new business you want to venture into, or is maybe a business interest you just develop, we can discuss it. Or there is a business idea that you have, but you don't know how to develop the business model or a financial model. You can talk to me. I am the main manager at the Business Hub, and I think I'm also there in the WhatsApp group, so you can chat me and then we can discuss, anything you want us to discuss. And then I would really say it's a pleasure to, be in this meeting. I could see that everybody got value from the different training section. And I would advise that, like I said in the morning, some of the things we learn, we should begin to practice them, just test them. For example, we talk about consulting today. And I told you a story of somebody that doesn't even have the skill, but just use what she had, which is our WhatsApp. She just used it to, advertise business plan uh, writing, and then people subscribe to it. So what about you that have had a privilege to go through a training like this? You have more than enough. So I would employ all of us after this training to see what practical thing we can do. And let me not begin to start the training again. I love teaching. So
Okay.
before you know it now, I'll start teaching again. All right.
All
So
right.
thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Richard. Let's have Oluwakemi. She has not spoken. So Oluwakemi, you have the floor. You can unmute yourself.
Okay.
Right.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yes, thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate. So I'm a real estate consultant. So what we do is we sell property. We help people to purchase their property, or if you want to sell the one you have, we can help you sell it. Currently, I work with brands because I don't have my own business yet, and that is what I'm working on. So I'm working with some trusted brands in Lagos and Ogun to help people secure properties. And currently, I have people I've done that for. So if you're interested, you want to own a property in Lagos or Ogun State for now, I can help you do that. But if you feel it's outside Lagos and Ogun, I have a network of realtors and real estate professionals that I can help you reach out to. They can help you get something in that regards. Also, maybe you are interested in starting an agency. Maybe you want to go into property, you want to start selling too. You can reach out to me. I can train you on what to do. Or if you don't have the time, all you just want to do is refer people and get your money, just reach out to me. I can also help you on that regards. So as time goes by, I don't want to go local. I don't want to remain local. I want to go international. Probably we can help people source for properties in wherever in the world. You can get properties, courtesy of my business. So that's it for now. Thank you.
All right, that's great. Our property consultant. So we know we'll do things together. For everybody, one thing I have been able to pick from all the things we do is that there is a room for collaboration, different collaboration for global good for everyone. And at any level of partnership we can, we'll definitely make ourselves available for partnership. And one of the things we'll also do going forward, like Mr. Oluwagbenga has suggested, is that we create something like an alumni forum for members that have passed through this business plan writing training. So we see how we can work around that and all the other benefits that will attach to it. As we round up, there are a few things I want us to note. Number one is our certificate. It's not compulsory, like we said to us on the WhatsApp, but for people that needs it, it's 2,000 naira. So once you send your money, you send the name you want to be on the certificate, you send it to me via a private chat. So once you do that, we'll be able to produce the certificate for you in a short period of time. Maybe as from Monday, people will start having their certificate. Then after this meeting on the WhatsApp group, I will drop the feedback form. We have a link for you to give us a feedback for the whole section. So we drop the link for the feedback form on the WhatsApp group. So you can quickly do that today before the end of today goes up. So is there any other person that we have not given opportunity to talk? If you are there, you can raise up your hand, or if there is any parting words you want to say. I can see that some people are chatting and sending something on the group chat that maybe some things you would like to say and you didn't say it during your own discussion. So if there is anything like that, We can give you 1 or 2 minutes to do that before we finally end this meeting. So is anybody like that? You still have something you want to say, but maybe you forgot it when you are discussing or introducing yourself. So if there is nobody, so we want to appreciate all of you that wait to the very end. It's 5 o'clock already, 5:02. Thank you very much for joining us. For our participants from outside Nigeria, we really appreciate you. We appreciate your love and we appreciate your commitment for our people in Ghana. We send our greetings to our people in Ghana. Thank you very much for Olushi in the US. She has taken the permission to attend another Zoom meeting immediately. So thank you very much. Mr. Caleb that say he forgot to add that he runs Facebook ad and Google ads and develop websites. So Mr. Oluwagbenga said we should suggest we should end with prayer. So we just give him the opportunity since he's our pastor on this forum to give us a closing prayer. So Pastor Ezekiel, you can give us the closing prayer.
Let us pray. Of everlasting Father, we want to thank you for this great opportunity we have. Thank you for the organizer of this particular program. And we thank you for each participant as well. Father, we say be thou exalted in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Daddy, we thank you for the period we have spent together. And we thank you for the purpose of this gathering of this particular program indeed. Father, we say be thou exalted in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Lord, we ask, O Lord, everything we have learned on this platform, Father, let it translate to success for us in the name of Jesus. And wherever we are, let us continue to hear good news concerning each other in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Thank you, Jehovah God. We commit that your Adetiloye business up onto your hand. Let it continue to grow to higher height in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Because you've answered our prayer. In
Almighty God.
Jesus' mighty name, we have prayed.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you very much. We really
Thank you.
appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And we'll connect and continue on the WhatsApp group. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you from Ghana. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yes. Thank you. Yes.